Hi, Warrior Online Learning families. This video is just for the parents. I wanted to take a few moments and go through how you can be checking up on your child and your child's progress in Warrior Online Learning. Our starting spot here is our Montoursville Area School District website under the WOL tab, Warrior Online Learning. First of all, we have some important links here that I hope by this point in the year you're already familiar with, but I'll go over them. We have where your student logs in. We'll come back to that one in a moment. You have how to submit a support ticket, which can be for any tech issues you might be having with your Chromebook or the learning management system. You can also email me, Denise Clark, directly about those. Either way is totally fine. Frequently asked questions goes over a list of, you guessed it, frequently asked questions. The enrollment request form is where our new enrollees request enrollment and involvement in Warrior Online Learning. We also have these training videos, my YouTube playlist, that I absolutely highly recommend you check out. I think most of you are definitely figuring out the system by now, but if you need any help with PDFs or navigating the system a little bit, those videos are there to help. We also have a meal request form. Not sure if everyone realizes this or not. We sent home paperwork about the meal options, but you can be requesting meals and picking those up at the school. If you'd like to learn more about that, please let me know. As I said, we've sent out all this information, but I get it. I'm a parent as well, and so I know how overwhelming and how hectic the beginning of this school year has been. So it's exactly why I thought I'd take a few moments and do a refresher for parents here. I'm going to take us now to the student login. This is where your child should be logging into the Warrior Online Learning Management System. Now, my elementary parents, you should be very familiar with the learning management system. You are serving as really important learning coaches in your elementary child's journey. My secondary parents, as our kids get older, we give them more independence. We expect them to be a little bit more self-disciplined with their education, and it's also our role as parents to hold our students accountable for the independence that we're giving them. This is how you do it. All right, so your username and password. Your child's username is their graduation year, the first letter of their initial and of their first name, and the last name. So if this were if I were a kid, let's say I'm a senior, mine would be 21 D Clark. You were given your child's username and password when we gave you the Chromebooks, when we set you up with Warrior Online Learning accounts. If you do not have that information, if you lost it or you just need reminded, shoot me an email. I am happy to let you know what your child's username and password are. I'm going to be using our high school demo account, our demonstration account, because I don't want to actually show you any real students' data here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to that student demo account. Now over here where it says high school demo, it would actually say your child's name. Some students have changed the background to a color they like. Maybe they uploaded a profile picture, etc. So here you are in the learning management system. This main page has all of your child's courses, everything your child is registered for. Obviously, this is a demo account. There are lots of courses that I've been looking at for various reasons, but each one of these boxes takes you to a class. Before we get there, I want to point out this little announcements tab. There's one here, there's one here, and under the 3-line menu, we have communication. Please make sure that your child is checking those announcements. That is how the teachers communicate. They also use email, but this is a really easy way to communicate with the users on the learning management system, and just send announcements out to everyone. I do this from time to time. I'll send out, a reminder that picture day is coming up, or whatever it might be. So it's really important that your child is checking these announcements and keeping themselves organized. Also, your child's online teachers offer live lessons. Depending on the grade level, the age level, some of those live lessons are happening every single day. My elementary teachers are working with our students on a really regular basis in live lessons. The older the student is, it might be more along the lines of once a week. So I want to show you when you click on one of these courses, like how do you know what's going on in these courses? Well, each course has what's called a landing page. So right here, once you click on the course, this is a welcome from the teacher, and they update this landing page so that your child is kept in the loop about Zoom lessons, changes in the curriculum, the schedule, whatever it might be. So I want to show you an example. This one is just a demo, so it's not really all that much information. So here's an example of one that I just pulled from an English language arts class for 8th grade. This teacher has Zoom meeting links below. This is how she is communicating. Let's see. She goes through when they're meeting. She gives she's actually putting iCalendar files out into the calendar system. This teacher often, I just did a screenshot of the landing page, but this part right here, often this teacher will record a video for the week of announcements and talking about, what they're going to be doing in class that week. So when the courses are active, not when it's just a demo over here, the landing page has a lot of information. So right here, we can be putting on our calendar that the 8th grade class has a Zoom on November 2nd at 10 a.m. and there's another one on the 16th, and there isn't one next week because she has parent-teacher conferences, etc. So it's a really important way to communicate and know what's going on in your individual classes. When I go back here to our demo account, I already released a video about this, but I'm going to remind parents here, it's really important that your child is going through the activities and not just jumping to the to-do list. The comparison I like to give here is that the activities are the daily lessons and the assignments and quizzes along the way. The to-do list is basically the list of the things that the teacher is going to grade. So you wouldn't just skip through the activities and take the to-do list items. The equivalent of that would be missing school from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then showing up on Friday and saying, it's okay, teacher, give me that quiz anyway, give me that test. I know I missed 4 days of lessons, but I'm gonna take it anyway. So really make sure that your child understands the difference between the activities and the to-do list, and that they are completing the lessons along the way. Now you'll see in this demo account that the system, even though this is a demo account, it's, there's no one actually taking these classes, the system marches on, like time is marching on here. Remember, each class is a semester long, so that's the equivalent of 2 marking periods. So even though I haven't done anything in this class, it's showing me this one was started in August, it ends in December, and it's showing me, hey, I'm 35% of the way through this class, and look at that, I have a 0. Because it's a demo account, I haven't done anything. You can, as students, you can go back and make up past work as long as you do that within 30 days. Ideally, you don't want to get behind, but you might be in a position where you check in on your student and you realize, oh my goodness, we're behind. They have the opportunity to make up work and to bring up their grades. So go ahead and be making up that work. You can reach out to your teachers. You can just, come up with a schedule. That has been really helpful. for a lot of students to come up with a to-do list of, here's what I'm doing each day. Some families like the calendar that's available as well. When you go in under the menu, there is a calendar, and the calendar feature will tell you exactly like what's going on and what is due. So I really encourage you to use these tools that are in the system to help you. I also just want to say a really quick word about attendance. We're having some issues with attendance that students are not logging in every day, or they're doing very little. Remember that in the Warrior Online Learning Handbook, our recommendation is that elementary students are spending 5 hours a school day in some sort of academic learning. That doesn't mean you're parking your kindergartner in front of a computer for 5 hours a day. But we truly are learning everywhere, whether we are talking with our parents about how much things cost at the store and what kind of change you got back, or reading the newspaper together, or reading a book together, going for a walk and talking about why the leaves are changing and the clock change, or whatever it might be. You elementary learning coaches, you know what I mean, how you are truly working with your child as part of that journey. With secondary students, again, we give them a little bit more independence, and parents, I need you to be checking in. I need you to be making sure that they are logging in, that they're passing their classes. Our recommendation for secondary students is that they're spending 5.5 hours in some sort of academic work, either online or offline. They might be reading for English class. They might be taking a walk for their phys ed class. They might be logging in and doing lessons. But again, it's on us as parents, as guardians, to hold our children accountable. So I hope that this video has been helpful, so that you are introduced to the system and sort of reminding you of ways that you can check in on your kiddos and just hold them accountable. If there's anything that I can do to help, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those. You can email me or give me a call. We could do a Zoom session. There are lots of ways for us to problem solve together. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will talk to you soon.